guys, it's your best boxing friends. I'm Kelsey. This is Rachel. Rachel, I'm still shocked by Andy Ruiz's shocking 7th round knockout win over Anthony Joshua. You know, we were at the event on Saturday at Madison Square Garden in New York, and I went to buy a T-shirt. Remember, I was like, I want to get a souvenir T-shirt because this is a big fight, and you know,
it's a heavyweight fight at Madison Square Garden.
But when I got to the T-shirt place selling things that they have all over the arena, all they had was Anthony Joshua apparel. Like, it was mostly just his name. The closest one that would be for the event just had his name, the date, and Madison Square Garden, New York. What I wanted was usually they have T-shirts and stuff.
Poster.
Yeah, the fight poster or something around that. There was nothing like that there. This event was even talked about and written about, by myself included, as mostly about Anthony Joshua's debut in America, his big chance in New York to make people see that he was the true heavyweight champion out of all three of them, Joshua, Wilder, and Fury. And yet, what are we talking about today? Andy the Destroyer Ruiz. What do you do with that, Rachel? I don't know where to go with this. It's crazy.
Well, I wonder if people bought merchandise before the fight, and then did they want to return it?
Are they like, do you want to have this date? Remember,
is there a no refunds policy at merchandise tables?
We were at Madison Square Garden was sold out on this night. It was a big deal. There were so many people there, and the vast majority of these people were people from England and or the UK proper who had flown across the Atlantic Ocean to see their hero, Anthony Joshua, you know, make a big splash in America. And actually, they saw it for about 2.1 rounds, right? I thought the first two rounds, Joshua was winning the fight. He was keeping Ruiz at the end of his punches, even knocked him down. First time Ruiz had ever been knocked down. Ruiz gets up. Joshua goes in for the kill, hurts Ruiz again. Ruiz took it and delivered devastating blows, and I don't think Joshua ever recovered from that first knockdown.
No, and we were in a media section in the second level, and around that media section was fan sections, right?
Yeah.
So there were people around us, all around us, and there was even the fight was over, and one of the British fans there says to me that he's just absolutely he's devastated, he cannot believe that this happened. He used the word gutted, which is a common British idiom, but yeah, so I can't imagine what it must feel like for them, because I didn't have any attachment to either of the fighters on this particular night. I remember what it felt like when Manny Pacquiao got knocked the heck out
by Juan Manuel Marquez,
and how devastating
Manny
that
Pacquiao
was.
Fans,
yeah.
Seeing that,
to see somebody not just lose, but somebody that you're a fan of and
love them
laying flat on the canvas. So I imagine having similar feelings when you see your guy get knocked down multiple times, and then at the end there, he walks himself backwards and lifts his huge arms up onto the top rope and just stays. He doesn't come out of the corner.
He doesn't.
And from our vantage point, up in that second level, you can't hear the punches, you can't see what's going on in the ring, you don't know what the commentators are saying. It's like this scene enveloped in almost a noisy silence, and all you do is you're just watching, and then you see the ref, and you're like, what? How did this happen? That situation for the fans there, it's just crazy, right?
There was pandemonium there. It was so insane witnessing that live. And again, it looking like one kind of fight, and then all of a sudden, it's a whole nother kind of fight. You really have to give credit to Andy Ruiz, who, if you remember, was a late replacement for Gerald Miller, who was originally scheduled to fight Joshua, failed 3, I think, PED drug tests, and so they had to find a replacement. It was about a month out that they found Andy Ruiz, and Ruiz, it turns out, the way he got the fight was that he DM'd Eddie Hearn after the fight. He was like, hey, I want to step in here. He had just coming off a fight, and so he had been in camp, and he just continued.
Okay.
Had about a month to prepare. Hindsight's 20/20. Now, at the time of the fight, I remember when the news came out, writing for Game of the Comments saying, this might actually turn out to be a better fight than Gerald Miller just because of their styles. Now, I didn't think Andy Ruiz really had a chance, but I thought he had maybe a little better chance just because he's so shifty and he's such a good fighter. Nobody really thought he had a chance, except Andy Ruiz, who wanted the fight, who took the fight, and more importantly, a lot of people talk themselves into big gigs. This guy got in there and did it. He did not, I mean, he was knocked down for the first time against Joshua, and that did not stop him, nor did it stop him after he knocked Joshua down twice in the third round. Joshua kind of got his legs back from under him and was keeping him at the end of his punches again, fighting from the outside like he should have the whole time. And by round 7, by the beginning of round 7, you started to wonder, did Andy Ruiz miss his chance? You know, I saw a lot of tweets on Twitter. One of them was from Teddy Atlas, who said, he's missing his chance by not jumping on him, and he's going to regret this. And yet, round 7, Ruiz explodes on him again, knocks him down, then knocks him down again and gets the stoppage win. What an amazing performance by Andy Ruiz, the unified heavyweight champion of the world. I almost can't even say it. It's so crazy to me that he did this.
Yeah. Well, and it's common for heavyweights. It's like they took round 6 off. Like, heavyweights need rest. They're not like, you know, the lower weight classes that can fight 12 rounds at a high speed the whole time. They have to have rest. And that's what I saw in that fight, was a couple fighters who needed rest. And then Ruiz came out in that last round and just, again, like, had such energy and, I guess, power. We still haven't rewatched the fight, so I'm seeing it from really far away. And speed and flurry that he just overwhelmed Joshua, and Joshua just couldn't get out of the way, you know? And what was interesting was at the press conference that Ruiz said that he knew that he could beat Joshua, that he knew that what he had, he could beat Joshua. His skill, the way he fought, that he wasn't just taking a fight just because it was a big payday. He was like, no, I knew that what I was going to bring to the ring could take the day.
Yeah, here's how you can take the day, by liking, commenting, subscribing to Real Talk with Kelsey and Rachel. We appreciate your support. We love to talk to you, our best boxing friends, about boxing, and we love to take you places with us when we go, and we'll keep doing that.
Thank you, guys.